We're gonna go ahead and begin on our backs tonight. Laying flat. You can place your hands on your belly or even one at your heart. Let out a couple of sighs, allowing yourself to arrive in the space. Maybe rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Letting the belly rise and fall with your breath. And beginning the practice with a loving, kind thought. An affirmation or a mantra, something peaceful and kind. And every time that self-doubt tries to creep in, begin to replace that thought with that positive thought, that affirmation. Remind yourself how wonderful and beautiful you are. Allowing the body to become heavy on the earth. I'm just doing a gentle scan, noticing the areas of the body that feel like it might need attention. And the softness of the areas of the body that feel light. And invite some balance into the body. Beginning with the breath. Following the breath from the tip of the nose to the back of the throat, to the lungs and the diaphragm. Letting the belly contract as the air leaves the belly to the lungs, the throat, and the tip of the nose. Following it back in. Following it back out as it exits. Maybe allowing the breath to become smooth and even with a 3 to 5 counts breath in, 3 to 5 counts breath out, 3 to 5 counts breath in, 3 to 5 counts breath out. Noticing as you begin to focus on the breath, the body begins to settle into the earth. The heartbeat begins to soften. And we'll gently begin to add some movement to the breath. Inhaling, lengthening the arms overhead, lengthening from fingertips to toes, taking a nice cleansing breath. As you reach the fingertips over and point the toes, notice how the heart lifts and the spine arches and lifts off of the earth. Filling the lungs with air and sighing it out the mouth, allowing the body to become heavy. And then slowly lengthening the arms over to the right side. So you're doing a laying down side stretch and maybe even extending the legs over to the right as well. So you're making a crescent shape on the earth. So you can feel the left side body opening, the left lung expanding with the inhale. As it creates space for the length. And then coming back to neutral. Taking a breath. Lengthening the arms over to the left side. Finding that side stretch and then walking the legs all the way to the left. Making the crescent shape on the opposite direction. Feeling the lungs with air on the right side. Feeling the obliques lengthen. Inhaling back to center. Bending the knees. Heel toeing the feet apart and let the knees melt over side to side. Just feeling the hip flexor find length. Feeling the spine begin to realign. And then gently allow both knees to melt over to the right side. And gaze over the left. Inhaling them back up. Exhaling the knees over to the left as you gaze over the right. Inhaling the knees back up to center. Drawing the knees into the chest, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. Give yourself a little hug for arriving tonight. You can even round, bringing the shoulders off the earth if you'd like. Just feeling the belly, digestive tract as the thighs press up against the abdomen, massaging the organs and the intestines. And gently rolling all the way over to the left side, to that fetus position. Taking the right hand and slowly pressing your way up to a sit. Coming all the way up, lengthening the arms overhead. Exhaling the right hand down, lengthen through the left side. Inhaling up. Exhaling the left arm down, lengthening through the right. Inhaling up. Exhaling right hand down. We're just going to wax and wane as we open up that side body. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Just feeling that flow with the movement. Feeling the breath come and go from the body. Inhaling, coming all the way back up to center. Bringing the hands to the heart, connecting with that intention you set at the beginning. Feeling the breath come and go from the body and the heartbeat in the center of the chest once again. Bringing the fingertips forward to the front. Drawing the palms apart, opening up, welcoming all that new goodness for the month. And exhaling, navel in, chin to chest, palms together, letting go of anything that no longer serves. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, close. Inhaling, open. Exhaling. Inhaling. This time interlacing the palms behind the back, lifting up the heart. Feeling that vulnerability of the heart lifted towards the sky. Maybe you can even open the throat, bring the gaze up. And gently release. Bring the palms over, the right arm underneath the left. Wrap the arms around. Give yourself a gentle hug. Let the chin drop down. Rocking side to side, maybe feel that side body open as you rock. Feeling that softness behind the neck and in the shoulders. Feeling that self-love, really drawing all that love in. Coming back up, inhaling the arms open. Awkward interlace, so the opposite thumb goes on top this time. Welcoming all that love and all that goodness, those positive thoughts. Lifting up the voice, opening up the throat. And exhale, release, bring the left arm underneath the right. Give yourself that gentle hug once again. Releasing the back of the neck. Finding that rock or that sway. So if you're in that ocean, inhaling the arms up. We're gonna exhale, fold over the thighs. Let the hands land wherever they land. Feeling the space behind the hip. Trying to keep the sit bones grounded as the length of the spine begins to round. The chin comes to the chest, opening the back of the heart. Sliding the hands up to the knees. Inhaling up. We're going to exhale towards that left knee. Completely rounding, exhaling over the shins. Inhaling up towards the right. Just going with that natural movement. Making the large or small circles. Feeling your own natural wave with your own breath. Inhaling back up to center. Changing feet, whichever foot is in front or on top, just switching it out. Taking a breath here, drawing the arms up overhead, find the length. And exhale, melt over the thighs, let the hands land wherever they do. Rounding, breathing in the back of the spine, grounding through the sit bones. Feeling the rib cage expand in the back of the heart. As you surrender to that shape. And slowly coming up on the inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to round towards the right knee, completely exhaling towards the shins. Inhaling up towards the left. Feeling that space in the hip. That flow in the body again, breathing, moving to your breath. Slowly coming back up. Bring the hands out and sweep the knees behind, coming into your first tabletop. Moving naturally into a cat-cow, inhaling the waistline down, tailbone up towards the sky. Gaze through the heart through the bicep, gaze towards the sky, opening the throat. And exhaling, tailbone down, navel drawn in, chin to chest, rounding like a cat. Inhaling to cow. Waistline down, opening. Exhaling into that cat. Feeling that spine flex and extend the breath, inhaling and exhaling. Opening and closing the heart. You can begin to slowly shift the hips side to side. So if you shift the hips to the left, gaze over the left shoulder. Inhaling center, shifting the hips right as you gaze back over the right shoulder. Beginning to find length in the side body and the breath. Inhaling center, exhaling, wagging the tail to the other side. You can move into a natural movement, whatever your body needs to move those joints. Take that time. Everybody's going to look different here. Moving forward and back or side to side. Scrape the barrel. Nod the head yes and no. Close your eyes and just kind of check in with your body without comparing, without thinking about another person. Just check in with yourself. Feel what your body feels. Notice where it's at. Follow the breath. Slowly coming into that stillness. Setting the hips back into child's pose. Let the belly drop onto the thighs and head comes down to the earth. The arms lengthen out. You can feel the breath expand through the back of the heart. And if you'd like, you can even bring the arms down and around behind, letting yourself come into a small, tight ball. Almost as if you're a seed in the ground. As this time of the month when it's time for planting seeds, when we're going into that new moon. So whatever seeds you want to plant in your life, just think about those seeds. Taking time to plant them into your heart. And let them get nourished by the earth. Slowly walking the hands back out. Imagining those seeds, what they'll look like as they grow. Rolling the toes under and beginning to send the hips to the sky. Pedaling out the feet. Lengthening the back of the legs, pedaling it out. Letting the hips sway side to side. And bringing the gaze between the hands, walk the feet all the way forward to the front of the mat. Soft bend in the knees, let the belly rest on the thighs. Elbows can catch, the hands can catch the opposite elbows as you let the crown of the head drop towards the earth. Swaying side to side in the torso. Almost like a pendulum, the body sways. Then slowly bring the hands to the shins with a flat back on the inhale. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, reach for the sky. Exhaling, hands to heart, taking a moment here to connect with your intention, your purpose. Feeling that heartbeat in the center of the chest once again. Inhaling, lengthen the arms up overhead. And lengthen over to the right side. Open up the left side of the body. Feel that side stretch. Inhaling up. Exhaling over to the left, feeling the right side body open, like that crescent shape. Inhaling back up. Slight back bend, let the heart draw up towards the sky. Let that light shine from the center of your chest. And exhale, swan dive down to the earth. Stepping the left leg long behind. Lower the back knee down. If you have those blocks, you can bring them to the sides. As you inhale, lengthen the arms up overhead. Just checking the alignment, making sure the knee is over the ankle. The hips draw forward and that back leg is long behind. You can feel the heart rise up in the center of the chest into that crescent shape. Inhaling back up. We're going to bring our rib cage up and out of our hips and exhale towards the right knee. So we can feel that lift of the side body. Inhaling back up. Exhale, send the hips back, toes up, lengthen the back of the hamstring on that right leg. The toes draw up towards the sky. You can feel the length of that back of the leg. Inhaling, coming back forward. Lengthen the arms up overhead. We're going to lower the right hand down if you have a block to the side. Lengthen once again through that side body. Inhaling up. Exhale, bring that block or hand to that back leg. If you don't have a block, you can roll the back toe under and just leave your hand at your calf. It's a really deep stretch on the hip flexor here. It's the same hand, same leg. Beautiful. Inhaling, coming back up. Both hands are going to come to the inside of the thigh. Heel toe the leg out to the side. You can use a block or a pillow to bring your elbows down. Breathe to the inside of that lizard, the inside of that hip flexor, the adductor. Bring your awareness back to the breath, allowing the breath to go deep into the belly. Letting the belly expand on the inhale and to contract on the exhale, but breathe right below the navel, letting the breath go right into those hips. And then bringing the left hand down. We're going to sweep the right arm up. Exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling it back up, taking gentle twists. Coming back down. Exhaling, sweeping the arm up. As if you're painting the night sky with that sunset. Exhaling, sweeping the arm up. Inhaling it down. Exhale, lengthen. Exhale, down. And then slowly sending the hips back, draw the toes up to the sky. We're going to bring that block, if you have one, to the back of that leg on the right side. If you don't have one, it's okay, you can come down. We're going to inhale, lengthen the arms up overhead. Lead with the heart as you exhale. Let the hands land wherever they land. Just think length in the spine. You can feel the length of the back of the leg. So draw the toes up to the sky, pressing through the heel so you could feel the back of the leg find more length. Surrendering to the shape. Breathing soft to the back of the body. Slowly inhaling up. You're going to walk the hands back. So here, stay at your own edge. The tailbone slightly comes down, so you might want to lift up. Slide it down so that the hips can press, and you can feel the back of that, or the top of the left leg lengthen. This might be your edge, or you can come all the way down to your elbows. Use blocks to get down there. These are all just suggestions. Just listen to your body. I cannot demo further than this, but if your body can go all the way down, go for it. Take a nap if you like. But I can't help you back up if you get stuck. So be conscious of what your body says. And just breathe into that front body, that front of the hip, letting the heart expand with each inhale, making space for new, loving, kind thoughts, letting room for all that seeds of good intention. And slowly coming back up. We're going to come all the way up. Roll that left toe under. Send the right leg back to meet the left. Pedal it back out in that down dog. Notice how one leg feels different than the other. One might feel longer, more lengthened. One might just feel asleep from sitting on it. That's okay too. Just notice the difference. Bring the gaze between the hands. Walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Back to that forward fold. Let the belly rest on the thighs. The head draws down towards the earth once again. Catching the hands to the elbows, swaying side to side. When you're ready, slide the hands to the shins with a flat back on the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, lengthen the body. Reach for the stars. Draw in all those dreams into the heart, connecting with the breath once again. Feeling that groundedness to the earth, that heartbeat in the center of the chest. Letting that belly rise and fall to the breath once again. Inhale, lengthen the arms up towards the sky. Exhaling, lengthen over to the left side. Open up that side body like that crescent moon. Inhaling up. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling back up. Slight back bend, open up the heart to the sky, maybe even open the throat, bringing the gaze up. And exhale, swan dive down to the earth. This time we're going to step the right leg long behind. Lowering the back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhaling, coming up. Your blocks, if you have them, can be on the outer edge of the feet. Bring the hips. Inhale, find that length. Lift up out of the rib cage. Exhale towards that left knee. Feel that side body stretch. Inhaling back up. Slight back bend, open up the heart, let the heart shine to the sky like that moon. Inhaling up. If you have, you can roll the back toe under and bring the hand to that right calf, or to your block if you have it on the outer edge of your foot. Reaching the left arm up towards the sky, feeling the hip flexor open. Inhaling back up. Exhale, shift back, toes up towards the sky. Take a breath. Let the back of the leg lengthen. If you're long in the heart, it might lengthen the spine and feel the back of the leg even more. If you hug the left hip back towards the back of the ring, the right hip wraps forward. Inhaling, lengthen the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands down to the inside of that thigh. You can bring the elbows down to the earth or on a block or bolster. Coming down, you can roll the thigh open, breathing into that lizard. Giving yourself that space for surrender once again. Being conscious of the breath, letting the belly rise and fall deep into the hips, right below the navel once again. Slowly coming back to the hands. Placing the right hand down, we're going to paint the sky for that evening sunset, reaching the arm up on the exhale. Inhaling, left arm down. Exhaling, reach up. Inhaling down. Exhaling, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, reaching it up. And inhale, lower it down. You're going to inhale, reach the arms up, come up to that low lunge, that crescent shape again. You can lower the hand down to a block on the left side, reaching out of the ribcage on the right. Inhaling, coming back up. Sending the hips back. You can bring the block underneath that left hip. Draw the left toes up as you lengthen the spine up towards the sky. Lead with the heart as you come forward. Let the hands land where they are. Feeling the back of the leg open. And as you begin to lengthen the back of the leg, then you can surrender to the shape. Letting the breath channel to the back of the heart. Finding length in the back of the neck. Releasing the weight of the world of the shoulders. Letting the hands, that gripping, soften. Bringing your awareness back to the breath, noticing where it's channeling through the body. Noticing where it's finding space and expanding. And inhaling, coming back up. Here you can have that block under or remove it. You're going to slide the tailbone down and forward. Walk the hands back. Here might be your edge, that's okay. Or you bring your elbows down to a block or down to the earth. The indicator is if the knee lifts, then you're going too far. Keep the knee down on the earth. Stay at your edge, feeling the hip flexor, that quad stretch, that openness of the heart. Breathing, and it's okay if one side of the body feels something different, and that's okay. Just honoring where it's at. Letting the breath be soft. And slowly coming back up when you're ready. If you're stuck, I'm sorry. Slowly coming back up. Coming back, walking the hands forward. We're going to bring the left leg back to meet the right, send the hips up to the sky. Pedaling out the feet once again. This time we're going to bring the right leg up towards the sky. Bend the knee and stack the hips, so you're going to press through the right leg, feel the openness. And then when you close the leg and the hip, you're going to bring the knee down halfway to the mat. Keep the right hand in the center or on a block if you need it. That's okay too. That left foot is going to face the front. We're going to open up that side body into that crescent shape. Once again, just a little bit deeper than we began. Draw that rib cage up towards the sky. Inhaling, coming up with the torso. Exhaling, sliding the left arm down the leg, reach through the right. Inhaling, coming back up, lower the right hand down, reach through the left. Like waves in the ocean once again, inhaling up. Exhaling, left hand down, reach. Inhaling up. Exhaling, reach over with the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Inhaling up. Exhale. This time the left hand's going to sweep back down. Bring both hands to the earth. Roll the left toe under. Press through the heel. So we're just going to be in that tabletop position with one leg out. Float the left foot up and over the right. Gaze back over the right shoulder to the left foot. So just opening up that side body a little bit. And then we're going to point the toe back. Come into a funky pigeon. So drop the hips down and melt over the right thigh. And you can completely surrender if you'd like, letting your hands come down to the earth, the forehead to the mat. Breathing deep into the right hip. If you feel pressure in the knee, back out of the shape. And slowly walking the hands back out. Bringing that right leg back down to the earth. We're going to lift up the right knee, send both legs or both feet down to the earth, hips to the sky, down dog. Feeling the legs, how they're different once again. One leg feels longer. Inhaling the left leg up towards the sky. Bending the knee, press through the heel, gaze underneath the left armpit. Feel that openness of that hip. Squaring off the hip, bring the knee down halfway. Roll, walk the left hand down and press the hips forward. Bring the right toes to the front of the mat. So I'm going to turn around here so I can see you guys. So you're in that side plank, reaching the right arm over. The toes, the heel is grounded, the hip is open. Inhaling up. Exhale the right hand down, reach through the left side. Inhaling up. Exhaling left hand down, reach through the right. Inhaling up. Exhale, sweep the left arm. Inhaling. Exhaling, reach the right. Inhaling up. Exhale, reach the left. Inhaling. Exhaling, sweep it over like the waves in the ocean. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling up. Exhale over. This time we're going to lower the right hand down, back to the earth. Come to that left leg, bring it back. Press through the right foot. Floating the right foot up. Bring it over the left, land it on the earth. Gaze back over the left shoulder. Feel that side body open on the right side. Inhaling back. Point the toes. Send the hips back to that child or the pigeon, the funky pigeon. Slide the hips down. Melt the heart down to the earth. Feeling the breath channel to the back of the body. Letting the heart breathe and expand in the back of the rib cage. Being conscious if you're going too deep, if the pressure in the knee becomes bothersome, you can always back out of the shape. Slowly walking the hands back out. Bring the knee back under. Realign the spine. Give yourself a little cat-cow stretch. Inhaling, waist laying down. Gaze towards the sky. Exhaling, tailbone down, chin to chest. And just continuing that cat-cow, or even wag the tail. Kind of move into that organic shape once again that we began our practice. Feeling the breath come and go from the body, shifting forward and back. Nodding the head yes and no. Notice how those little corners of the body might feel different than they did at the beginning. When you're ready, exhaling, send the hips back down to the heels, rounding, let the forehead come to the earth into that child's pose. That seed in the ground, you can wrap the arms around. As you come back to the earth, giving yourself that gentle squeeze and drawing it all in. Feeling the breath expand right between the thighs. Those adductors find space. Begin to lengthen the arms out once again. This time we're going to walk the hands all the way over to the right side. So you're reaching the left pinky forward and out to the right as the left hip draws back to the back of the mat. Finding that whole side stretch, that crescent shape. Letting the breath expand the left lung, expanding the left rib cage, those intercostal muscles, those obliques. Slowly walking your hands all the way over to the left side, reaching through that right pinky as you hug the right hip back. Noticing the breath channeling to the right side of the lungs, to the right side of the heart, finding that openness, the space between the rib cage once again. Finding length of the obliques on this side. Slowly walking the hands back to center. Walking the hands up. Keeping the knees under. We're going to walk our hands back. Tuck the tailbone down and feel that lift. Feeling the heart vulnerable and open one last time before we make our way to our back. So this could be the edge for some of our knees, and that's okay. If your body can go further, you can go further. You can lower down to your elbows. But notice as you draw the tailbone down and forward, it opens up that front body. And just staying on your edge, if the knees begin to lift, don't go any further. Just let the body speak to you. Opening up the heart and the throat, gazing towards the sky. And if your body lays down all the way, that's okay too. Go for it. I just can't demo that. Slowly coming back up. Sweeping the legs out from underneath. Giving yourself a little pat down, bringing circulation back to the legs. Pointing and flexing the toes. Spreading the toes wide and tightening them up. You can even pat the legs down. We're going to slowly make our way down to our mat. So coming back to the way we began, slowly coming down. If you have the strap nearby, keep it nearby. You're going to take the right foot and come over the left thigh. Huck right above the ankle. Take the right hand and press the right thigh open. So we're taking a reclined pigeon here. Just taking a breath before we go all the way in. Letting the body settle as we've created new shapes. Shifting energy. Letting it reground to the earth. When you're ready, you can take the right hand, reach through that left hole, or through the center hole. Catch behind the left leg with both hands, hugging the thigh in. And you can even take the right elbow and press against the inside of the right thigh. If you like, lengthen the back of the left leg. You could point and flex the left foot. Kind of getting double the stretch. finding that space that works best for your body. Breathing deep into that hip, that sciatic area. Slowly bringing the left foot back to the earth, releasing your hands. We're going to lift the hips up and shift them over to the right, just an inch. Shift them over. We're going to bring the sole of the right foot over, so we're going to take a figure 4. So just taking a twist here, gazing over that right shoulder. Inhaling back up, bringing the hips back to neutral, unhook the right leg, bring the sole of the foot to the earth. Windshield wiper for just a moment, the knees, letting the spine find that alignment. And when you're ready, bring the left foot over the right thigh, catching above the ankle. Take the left hand and press it into that left thigh, breathing into the hip. Letting the breath create space between the hips below the navel once again. When you're ready, you can bring the left hand between the thighs, catch behind the right thigh with both hands and hug the thigh in. You can use the left elbow to press against the left thigh to go a little deeper into that hip flexor, the sciatic area. And you can even extend the right leg up and point and flex the foot. Just breathing space. Breathing that love and kindness deep into the hips. To the root. Bringing the foot back to the earth. Lifting the hips up and shifting them over to the left. As you bring the sole of the left foot to the right side, taking that figure 4 twist. Keeping the left shoulder down. You take the right hand and press the thigh open if you like. Inhaling, coming back up. Unhook the leg, realign the spine. Let the knees windshield wiper for just a moment. And when you're ready, you can take the right foot into the strap if you have a strap or a belt. Extend the leg up towards the sky. Take the left leg long on the mat. And begin to point and flex the foot. Making circles at the ankles or the hips. Just noticing what this leg needs, what kind of attention and space. And take the strap into the right hand. Take the left hand and place it on the left hip. Try to ground the left hip down as you extend through the leg out to the right side, opening that inner thigh. Breathing space into that adductor. And when you're ready to bring that leg back up, bring the left hand to the strap, release the right, and bring the foot across the body over to the left side. Ground through the right shoulder and gaze back into that twist. And if you'd like to take a cat's tail, you can bend the left knee and reach the right hand to the left foot if your body says yes. So you're opening the hip flexor on the left side, finding length of the sciatic or the IT band on the right. Grounding the right shoulder, breathing softly into the twist. Releasing the right foot, or the hand from the foot. Bringing the right foot back up to the sky. Changing foot with the strap, change feet with the strap, bringing the left foot to the strap. Extending the right leg on the earth. And begin to explore the left leg. Noticing what it might need might be slightly different, pointing and flexing the foot. Spreading the toes wide. Hugging it in closer, making circles. Just noticing how it feels different. Take the strap and put it into the left hand. Take the right hand and place it on the right hip. And extend the left leg out to the left side. Opening up the adductors, that inner thigh. And if the leg needs support, you can always use a block to give it support, or a pillow or a bolster at home. Still being conscious of the breath, following it to the belly, letting the navel expand and contract. Using the breath to find space. Breathing that love and compassion into the body. And when you're ready, bring the left foot up. Change hands with the strap. Bring the right hand to the strap and bring the left foot across the body. Keeping the left shoulder down as the leg goes to the right. Taking another twist. And if you'd like to take cat's tail, you can bend the right knee and catch the left hand to the foot. If your body says yes. Just staying at your edge, honoring your body. Letting that left shoulder ground and breathe. Gently releasing that right leg. Bringing the left leg back up. Releasing it from the strap. Hugging both knees into the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. And it's yogi's choice. If you have a final shape you want to take, you can take it. Or you can go through the suggested one of happy baby, letting the knees go wide, soles of the feet to the sky. Catching the outer edge of the feet. Feeling the sacrum grounded on the earth. Whatever shape your body wants, now is your chance for that yogi, the yogi's choice. You take wide leg straddle, extending both legs if you like. And slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Gently letting the legs go long on the earth, or you can bring the legs up the wall. So choice is yours for your final Shavasana. You can have the legs long in corpse pose here, or you can have the legs up on your couch or on your bed or on your wall. Bring the hips close. This shape is really good for reversing blood flow, bringing new circulation to the legs and allowing the body to feel grounded. So whatever shape you feel like, you can rest there, allowing the body to become heavy. Just scanning it over and noticing how it might feel different. Letting the belly expand once again naturally to the breath, rising and falling. Heartbeat in the center of the chest. Letting the shoulders melt away from the ears. Letting any tension melt away between the eyebrows. Letting the tongue melt away from the roof of the mouth. Letting there's space between the teeth, creating softness in the jaw. Letting the shoulders become softer and softer, releasing any tension or weight of the world as the hands melt away. The length of the torso becomes completely supported by the earth. The thighs and the calves become heavy. Completely letting go and trusting that Mother Earth will hold your body. When you do what you love, you are in alignment with your desire and passions, which are aligned with the essence of your source. Every time you do something you do not love, you are out of alignment with your source, out of synchronicity with the frequency of your true self. As a result, you experience sadness, fear, emotional stagnation, or physical pain. This is your soul's way of telling you that it's time to get back in alignment with your source and put yourself in the vibration of your desires and passions to match its frequency. Fulfilling your desires is the purpose of your life. It is not some luxurious thing only wealthy people are privileged to do. Going against your own will is as big as a violation of it as is doing bad things to others by doing against their will. Every time you ignore or deny your desire, ignore a passion, neglect a true calling, or silence a truth within you, your spirit fades. Follow your bliss. Do what lights you up. When you're ready to bring some light and awareness back to the space, begin with your breath, letting it to go deeper into the body. And drawing your thumb across the fingertips, bringing sensation to the skin, spreading the toes wide, circling at the ankles and wrists, lengthening the arms overhead, reaching from fingertips to toes, taking in a nice cleansing breath, sighing out the exhale, drawing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze for arriving. giving to yourself, nurturing your mind, body, and heart. And slowly making your way up to a sit. However you want to get there, you can roll to the side or press your way up to a sit. Gathering all that positive and loving energy. Sealing in that intention in your heart. Applying it to the rest of the week. As I thank each of you for coming and honoring your mind, body, spirit with me tonight. The light in me honors and respects the light within each of you. Namaste.